Welcome to Bear Essentials with Bear Buyers. On today's Division 2 video, we're going to be discussing exotics and what we've done and some important news coming up about exotics. But first, let's get this done at the beginning of the video this time. I want to thank you for watching ahead of time. If you enjoy this, if you get anything out of this, please hit the like button. And above all, need subscriptions. Please subscribe. That helps support the channel, and eventually it'll get some revenue in here. So let's cut to the chase. These are the exotics that I've acquired and kept, and I've got many more over helping a lot of people out. As you can see, we have some 40 level. We have a Nemesis. We have a 40 level Chameleon, a God Roll Chatterbox, a God Roll 40 level Pestilence, and further down here we have a God Roll Merciless. Now most of those came from opening our chest as the exotic cash reward for completing parts of the season. We've been very lucky on there. I heard not everybody gets God rolls out of those, but so far, knock on wood, we've got almost a God roll out of each and every one of those. As we go down through here, we have a Diamondback. We have a few Sweet Dreams that's 40 level. Then we have all our 30 level stuff. When we have three Nemesis that are 30 level, two Chameleons, 2 more Chatterboxes, 3 more Pestilence, a Diamondback, 2 Merciless, 2 Eagle Bearers that are 30th level, 2 Lullabies, and a Liberty. What we don't have is no Bullet Kings, no Ladies, and we don't have the Imperial holster or the Ninja knee pads. We do have 2 Coyote mask that are 40 level. We have 1 Sawyer knee pads that's 40 level and 3 that are 30 level. We have 2 Dodge City 40 level and 1 that is not. We have 2 BDSUs that are 30 level, and we have 2 Acosta Go bags that are 40th level. So here in the next photos, we're going to show you some of those drops and successes, people that were there when we got some of these. The best way that I can tell you to find these exotics is your targeted loot drops. If you have a mission that is targeted loot for marksmanship rifles, there's a high probability that you're going to get in a 4-man crew that one of you is going to get a Nemesis. It seems to be much higher when it is targeted loot, almost to a point when a 4-man crew goes through there, 1 out of every 2 drops it's going to drop. Now if it is not targeted loot, it seems like the chances are much lower than that. So again, as we go through here, you can see some of the drops we've got. But the reason why we're talking exotics this week is Tuesday, when is 9 TU9 comes out, and in that some of these exotics are going to change. The Merciless is still going to have a binary trigger, meaning when you pull it, it shoots a bullet. When you release it, it shoots another bullet. So one's going to be a primer. Right now, one's a primer, one's the detonator. So primer, detonator, primer, detonator. Well, if you miss all those detonators for the first 4 or 5 times, and then the last set, the 5th time, you primer and detonate it, it lights, the detonator lights up all 5 of those, and it makes a big explosion. But how it's going to work now is you're going to actually get more weapon damage stacked every time you hit both of them on the target. So bang bang, that's a bonus. Bang bang, that's another bonus. So it's going to pay you to land all your shots. So somebody that was running a merciless before was missing every other shot. So the best they could hope for is a little bit more than 50% accuracy. And so that didn't change. So when you're doing things, here's a little story about this one right here, this Acosta Go bag. So we had a group of 4, as you can see the names there, Strokey, Cleric, and the other young man, Soldier, all were playing, and Soldier decided to go back to the White House. Strokey said, hey, there's a box I haven't opened down here. So she opens the box, and of course, for me, there was nothing there. So Cleric was upstairs. He decided to go straight to the White House, but he was in the location when Strokey had opened the box. Well, I jokingly said, hey, Cleric, I see that the opening the box dropped you an exotic. And he was like, oh my God, I'll come right back. So back he come traveling, and I said, dude, I can't see what's on your map. It drops different for each person. Well, when he got back in to fast travel back to where the box was open, sure enough, that exotic was sitting there waiting on him. So kind of weird, but it kind of shows, before you take off and fast travel away, make sure that you pick up everything in the area, that each person that's eligible to pick that up is there, because then they're stuck for the rest of the day. Had he not come back and checked that, he would have been missing the go bag. And eventually he was nice enough, he had a real good go bag already. He ended up dropping this one for me, which is better than the bad one I really had. So the other thing is, the other change that's going to happen between now and Tuesday is exotic parts. When you break down these exotics, you're going to get, right now, you're going to get 2 parts. It takes 1 part to upgrade your exotics. So starting Tuesday, we're going to be able to upgrade our 30 level exotics to 40s, or our bad rolls, we're going to get to re-roll them. It doesn't guarantee that they're going to be any better. And if you got one that's almost nearly perfect and you try to re-roll it, it may be completely bad. It's the price we have to pay. Now, the most exotic parts that you can hoard is 20 for your account, and that's shared by each character, it seems like. So right now, I recommend everybody to break down your extra exotics to be able to get those exotic parts, because you're going to get 2 parts every one you break down before Tuesday. After Tuesday, you only get 1 part, is what they're telling us. You only get 1 part for breaking down an exotic. It costs 1 part to upgrade the exotic. So now you can see that if you break down your extras, you're going to get twice as many chances to upgrade your 30 level or bad roll exotics on up. So that's kind of the public service announcement, and that's one of the items that's on the list. So one of the things that I want to talk to you about, on top of that, I want to give a shout out to all the people that were there when we worked together. It is really good to run as a unit for one purpose. When you drop that loot, if it's something you already have something better of, or you got a bunch of, you can drop it to your friend that doesn't have one, and you can help them out, or vice versa. So there's a big advantage on working as a team and working with some good people. I've been lucky enough at 24 completions according to the game. I thought at one time it said 26, but now it only says 24. I was able to get a number of Eagle Bears. I gave 3 of them away, 4 of them away, and I was able to keep 2 of them for myself. One time was willing to give one away, but everybody in the group had multiple ones, and so I only had one, so we kept it for myself. So again, enjoy. One of the items that was mentioned at the state of the game last Wednesday was the developers said that exotics aren't always going to be the best weapon in the game. Unlike most other MMOs that the exotics are the top notch, they said in this game that's not necessarily true. So we do have some nerfs coming up, and I will release another video after Tuesday to kind of show you how some of these have changed, some of the breakdowns and how to upgrade it. But again, I wanted to get this out this weekend so you know now is the time to break down your exotics that you have extras of, you know, when you have that third and fourth win, or it's time to go, you know, get some more exotics so you can break those down. This is Bear Buyers. I hope you have a fine day. I hope you're staying in good health and good spirits. I know sometimes it's hard to play this game with some of the bugs and glitches that's going on, but even more so, sometimes it's kind of distressful because we're trying to forget about the real world, and this game mimics so much of what's happening in the real world. But I want to say just the opposite. There's a great community here. Some people say this game is dying or dead. I don't see it that way. I see the people that I've played with and work with and willing to help. They're there. Some of them are new. Some of them are old. Some of them said they would have quit the game had it not been for the friendships that were created as we worked together. And I recommend if you get in a group like that too, you're going to find that this game's much more enjoyable, even with all the issues and the bugs and some of the politics that's going on with the game. And we still, each and every one of us, I know each and every one of you that are probably watching this video to this very point agree with me. This is a beautiful game if some of the tweaks just get to happen. So again, this is Bear Buyers. You have a beautiful day, and God bless you all.